Why are the guys in Saudi Arabia so chill about this? I mean, there's no big flashy deal or anything that would make the fans go wild. Even the few names they brought in, you could say they're like European cast-offs. No one really wanted them, or they're getting old and easy to sign once they part ways. But honestly, Saudi Arabia was just waiting to drop a heavy bomb at the last minute, or in other words, shake up the market right at the end. I'm not here to waste time with intros, man. I'm bringing you deals that'll blow everything up, shake up Saudi football, and leave a huge mark on the market. Looking sharp, my friend, and let me tell you who. The list has a lot of surprises. Bruno Fernandes got an offer from Al Nassr at the start of the transfer window, and reports said the offer was huge. Cristiano himself was trying to convince Bruno to make the move, but he turned it down and decided to stay with Manchester United and give it another shot this season. But in the last few days, a crazy offer came in from Al Ittihad, and there's talk the situation has changed and the player might leave after the team's league campaign starts. Plus, the fee is astronomical. Manchester United might sell him and bring in replacements because they need reinforcements and have to sell before they buy. Fernandes is still one of the best players in Europe this season. Al Fateh joining Al Ittihad is a huge addition, like a missing piece in Al Nomu's playmaking. But it's a big loss for United if they don't replace him properly. So do you think he'll leave or stay? Casemiro has been at United for 3 years now, and every year we hear he's heading to Saudi Arabia, but he still stays. But like Bruno, things have changed, and United really wants to sell him at any cost to get rid of his huge salary. The offer is coming from Al Ittihad, where there's strong talk that Conte might return to Europe, hoping to play in the next World Cup, his last dance with France in a stellar career. Meanwhile, they're looking for a new defensive midfielder. The choice for the contract was easier than Bruno, of course, because his value is 10 million and his contract ends next summer, and United want to sell. So 15 million euros is a solid enough amount. But the question for you is Casemiro really the best replacement for a player of N'Golo Kante's caliber, or what? Liverpool's plan with Alisson was clear. Alisson is the main guy, and they didn't play Felipe as his replacement this season or last. If Alisson wants to leave, there won't be any technical objections, but recent news has changed. There's talk of a strong offer from Al Nassr to Liverpool, and of course the goalkeeper really needs major support at Al Nassr, and it's showing. The keeper Pito hasn't been up to the mark in more than a few big games. Signing a top-class keeper, maybe one of the best in the world over the last 8 years, would be a smart move. Liverpool might actually sell him. Why not? It's a tempting offer, and Marnato Felipe is a great keeper who deserves to be a starter at Liverpool. The team needs to make some good sales to sort out their finances after the big transfer window they had, while still strengthening the squad. They've got Mark Guehi, Isiak, and maybe Rodrigo, though he might be a bit young. So why not? Raheem Sterling's career was at its peak with City, but dropped off fast. He's not really useful at Chelsea. His loan spell was a failure. Larsson is currently without a team and is holding up all transfer negotiations because his salary at Chelsea is £350,000 a week. No sane club would pay that, except maybe if he goes to Saudi Arabia, where he could get that amount or something close to it. Plus, he'd be a regular starter there and might regain some form instead of rotting on the bench. And you know, my friend, with the World Cup coming up, every player is trying to play and do their best in hopes of making it to the tournament in the US. Sterling's situation is purely financial, and there's talk of a good offer from me, with Chelsea ready to terminate his contract. The only thing is the player has to agree to leave. Easel. There's this whole trend of Leverkusen players leaving after our and now it's hitting the Argentine league. He's got an offer from Al Ahly, and the player's really on board with it. You could say he's holding on to the offer tightly because he wants out of Leverkusen. At the same time, he's got a strong financial offer from one of the top teams in Saudi Arabia, last season's Super Cup champs, and things are great for him both sport-wise and money-wise. His market value is 40 million euros, and there's talk of a 60 million euro offer with a salary 5 times what he's making at Leverkusen, something that would blow his mind. This guy's a strong player, but no one really notices him because he's at Leverkusen. Real Madrid's got a goal, my friend, and Chelsea last year was a big technical boost too. Julian Brandt, the Dortmund maestro, might just leave, guys. Reports say that after 6 years at Dortmund, the player decided to move on once he realized he won't achieve much there. At 29, the move to Saudi Arabia is great, especially since it won't really affect his chances with the Saudi national team, which recently added a lot of strong players naturally. He's valued at 25 million euros, and Al Qadsiya wants him, and he's on board. You know Dortmund doesn't shy away from selling, they're open to everyone. Just bring your offer and pick whoever you like. My man Griezmann, if you've been paying attention, the dude's made it clear he wants to go to the Saudi League. Honestly, he straight up said he wants to go for the money, plain and simple. The guy's 34 now, but truth is, he still has plenty to offer and can be a solid addition to the Saudi League. This year, Atletico Madrid signed a bunch of replacements, so if he leaves, the team won't really feel the loss. There's no specific club lined up for Griezmann yet, but reports say he's definitely got the Saudi teams in mind, leaving the usual big clubs aside. And trust me, Griezmann doesn't really care where or with whom he plays. The guy just wants to go. He fills his wallet, gets a good salary, stays away from the pressure in Europe, and plays just for fun. And just having Griezmann's name as the face on the league's cover is huge. He's been one of the top players in La Liga for years. The weird part is, he's never joined a big team, never linked to Real Barca or Atletico. No one really knows why, and honestly, that's super strange to me. This guy has contributed to 177 goals in 399 games, playing as a striker, winger on both sides, and even as a playmaker. He's also been influential with the Spanish national team. Now there's an offer from Saudi Arabia with a 15 million euro annual salary, which is way more than what those at Sociedad make. He's expected to agree, and 40 million euros is enough for Sociedad to also agree to the sale. So, do you think these deals will make a difference in the Saudi League? And what are the reasons behind Saudi Arabia's recent drop in signings, which is unusual? I'm waiting for your answers in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so you don't miss any updates. Peace, my friend.